So we're up at the crash site of this B25. This thing is actually big. I thought we were just gonna find a couple of small parts, and there is like basically a full-on plane up here that is wrecked across this entire thing. Apparently these pilots got lost up in a storm, I guess back in 1959. There's actually a little bit of a memorial here. So I kind of wanted to give you a perspective of what we're seeing. So let me show you the view first of all. So this will give you an idea of what we're looking at. And you can see this is where this plane got lost in the storm, and it came directly this way, right to where we're at, and it wrecked into this mountain. You can see the scorch marks actually. So I'm going to turn it around and put it back on me, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to be as delicate as possible. Get my hand out of this thing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you around a little bit and show you what we're seeing. So, turn it back here. So look at this. I mean, it doesn't get no more plain than this right here. There's wreckage all over the place, actually. And I want to show you where the plane came in. You can see the scorch marks. So as I'm coming up over here, so this plane came in, obviously it hit the ground, and it slid all the way up. And that's all the wreckage. There's pieces of plane everywhere. I'll let my shadows in the way there. But you can see it's all over the place. It's just crazy here. Look at this. And there's even a memorial. So I'm literally stepping on the plane here. And there's a memorial. Looks like to the people that lost their lives. Major D.C. Holley, 33 pilot. Second Lieutenant Howard E. St. John Jr., 25, co-pilot. Donald R. Cubbage, 45, civilian engineer. And then Maurice McNalty, 30, civilian engineer. The wreck took place on March 5th, 1955. So taking you up to kind of show you a little bit more of this. And we're turning around, and there it is. And it goes all the way up. So definitely a tragic accident that took place here quite some time ago. '55, '56, '57 years or so ago. All plane wreckage. All plane wreckage. Now, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but we actually have mountain goats along the top of the mountain. If you see where the shadow is on the base, those are mountain goats. I'd love to think that they're getting picked up on this. Don't know, but we're looking at a whole bunch of them, counting. There's probably at least 30 of them. There's probably at least 30 mountain goats right there that we're looking at. So it's interesting. And then, so this is apparently a memorial and certainly didn't realize that I'd be up here looking at an entire plane. But that is indeed what we are looking at. There's wreckage all over the place here. All over the place. It gives you some perspective on the impact and obviously the terrible violence of something like this. Horrible, actually. I can only imagine when the groups that come up and do investigations to do plane wrecks, it's got to be pretty terrible. I mean, this thing is many years old, but I can only imagine coming up here and having to investigate the cause of the crash and that type of thing. So pretty intense, really intense. There's a little memorial down there. I think that's the fuselage. That big part, that big airplane part that we were looking at a little bit earlier at. Little memorial with flags, American flags. So obviously people have come up here and have paid their respects. And yeah, it's just intense. It's all over the place. All over the place. Look at that. All the way down. Just wrecked. But, and the mountain goats. So it's a beautiful view of the mountain goats. Beautiful view of the mountain. I mean, more perspective. Just trying to give you some video perspective of what we're looking at, and it is an absolutely beautiful and gorgeous day. I mean, look at that. Look at that view. So, I'm glad that I was able to bring up the camera and shoot pictures today. And actually get to look at this plane. It's awesome. It's awesome to have the experience to be able to get up here. In fact, I'm glad that we had Bobby's GPS, because if we hadn't, we wouldn't have found it. But it's amazing how obvious it is once you get here. We certainly see that that it's big. It's a lot bigger than we initially thought. So we accomplished our objective today, and I'm really excited about that. We're 3 hours and 35 minutes into our hike, and we're going to spend a little bit more time up here, take a few more pictures, I think. Really enjoy the experience, and then probably head back down. So I will sign off for now. Actually, just before I do that, I'll show you the little memorial here. Sorry, this video is quite spur of the moment, but I want to just spend some time and actually shoot it and not have a bunch of quick cuts, but to actually give you perspective. And I'm kind of right back to the spot where I started shooting this video initially, and it's kind of neat. But you can see the tribute with the American flags that somebody put down here. And right next to the wreckage. So, good day. Thanks for taking the time to look at my video. And God bless.